certainly keeping together better.
The best evidence that the team has found remains the unidentified corpse. The doctors are having trouble agreeing on just what it is.
If it's not a primate, what is it? Here we're facing something terrestrial or something unknown.
Monster Quest is investigating a strange and unnerving phenomenon: flying, human-like forms. They have been reported floating in the skies of several North American cities.
I definitely had the sense that it was aware of me.
In 2004, Ed Sherwood witnessed an airborne human form above the streets of Santa Monica, California.
I noticed a dark object, bulky looking object flying towards us but making no sound. At first I thought it was a helicopter, but at the distance that it would have been, I should have heard something.
Sherwood began to videotape this strange object.
Looked oddly humanoid, looked large, about 7 feet perhaps in height, 3 to 4 feet wide, maybe a foot deep, bulky, dark slate grey in colour, and it was just coming straight towards us.
He believes that what he saw was not a known object, either natural or man-made.
It didn't sway, didn't bob, it didn't act like tethered balloons or a parade character that had got loose. Inflatable object. It never seemed to be lighter than air. I totally felt that it was there, aware that I was there.
Ed Sherwood and numerous other eyewitnesses are convinced that what they are seeing is a conscious, living creature. The proof may be in a Mexico City laboratory. Monster Quest has summoned a team of forensic scientists to test the bizarre baby humanoid specimen that was trapped and killed in 2007.
Let's not forget, we are forensic scientists, and we want to get to the truth of this historic occurrence.
Dr. Angel Gutierrez and his colleagues initially believed this tiny specimen was in fact a small species of monkey that had been skinned.
It appeared to have no covering tissue, that the muscle was exposed. That caught our interest, and first, our studies seem to show that this has been tampered with, that it was a little monkey that had been skinned after its death.
Further investigation revealed that the creature did have skin, but of a very unusual kind.
It does have it in a very rudimentary and not very common form, but it does have covering tissue. Therefore, we can draw the conclusion that this being has not been tampered with.
The team's review of the specimen has revealed that it has semi-human characteristics.
When you see the ankle, when you see the feet of the creature, they're very human. When you see the hands of the creature, they're very human.
The creature's feet are much shorter than those of small primates, like monkeys. The scientists decide that, like humans, the creature may have stood on 2 legs.
We came to the conclusion that it had the ability to stand up straight because it has a double arch. This is one arch and this is another. These arches allows us to determine that this being had the capacity to stand on 2 feet.
The shape of the eye sockets provides clues about the creature's visual capabilities.
Its eye sockets are too big, which makes us believe that it had a very good and complex sense of vision.
Intrigued by this strange beast, the team turns to state-of-the-art medical imaging.
tenemos un espécimen que
We have a specimen and we do not know what it is.
By using MRI scans of the creature, they're able to construct a 3D computer model of the body. This allows for further insight into the creature's anatomy.
nos llama la atención la fosa posterior, que en relación con la fosa posterior.
Our attention is drawn to the rear cavity, which is where the brain structures are. That's where you find the organs that take charge of equilibrium, fast movements, coordination, and fine movements.
Movimientos finos.
Usually, you find a ratio of between 4 and 1. In a human, we will find a certain ratio between the rear cavity and the brain. This specimen has a rear cavity which is bigger.
The creature seems to be highly irregular. The hairless skin, the shape of the brain, the large eye sockets, the human-like feet, and the makeup of the inner ear all point to something unknown to modern science. The team must rely on DNA tests to cast light on the mysterious beast's origins.
Aquí lo interesante es que esto es
Here, what's interesting is that this is historical and valuable, because it's put science to the test.
a prueba la ciencia.
Monster Quest has traveled North America, investigating spine-chilling reports of unidentified humanoid forms. This police officer was physically attacked in his patrol car by an aggressive flying humanoid. This man witnessed a bulky floating form over the streets of Santa Monica. These forensic scientists are examining an unknown specimen discovered near Mexico City. And this couple videotaped a glowing man-shaped object that was floating several hundred feet above their apartment block. Jim Horrocks is examining the video gathered to determine its authenticity. Horrocks inspects the clip of the suspected glowing humanoid, filmed above Mexico City, to determine whether it might have been faked.
There are no indications that this has been faked or photoshopped or manipulated. Some of the unique characteristics of cameras have kind of been maintained in the image itself, so I think it's safe to say that while the scene may be constructed in some way, I don't think there's any problems with this tape.
Horrocks examines footage of the Monterey area, close to the location of the police officer's sighting.
There's a bit more contrast and color to deal with than in the previous images. The object itself seems to be following a fixed trajectory, almost as if it's going down a cabling.
Generating a black and white outline of the moving object shows it has a solid and unvarying shape, unlike a balloon cluster.
Seems to be smaller at the bottom and the top and kind of bulging in the sides. And as it progresses along, that doesn't seem to change.
Horrocks suggests an alternative explanation.
There seems to be a bit of a spike to that color information at the top of it that would indicate some kind of hook that's allowing it to be suspended. And so this could very well be some kind of gondola or basket to move cement, rock, what have you, across a cement works or rock quarry.
The other images are not clear enough to make a definitive identification.
I don't think it's a recognizable object. Someone might argue that it's a balloon, a weather balloon, party balloon, something of that nature, but is it a flying humanoid? There's not enough information to determine that.
Joe Nickel has launched and filmed several homemade balloon clusters. He now compares his videos with those of the suspected flying humanoids.
My first reaction is that it's kind of a disaster, because the cluster, in the heavy winds that we have, the balloons are just going in all directions.
Nickel believes a tighter cluster looks more convincing and more humanoid.